came to help.
They prepared everything. They got all the tanks and the trucks, everything from the Soviet Union, and they prepared in advance. Then they all of a sudden, in 1950, June 25th was a Sunday. So many Korean army, they go out for enjoy the holiday.
Oh no.
That time, they coming down. That's sad. A very cruel and sad history.
Hello and welcome to my video. I'm Vernon and I've been living in South Korea for 2 years at this point, and this was my first hiking trip in this country. We were near the Stanton U.S. Army Airfield military base, hiking up Jugeumsan mountain. We're on top of the mountain! What mountain are we on?
네, 주금산! 주금산! 뛰지.
Okay. Jugeumsan is 813 meters high in elevation. This is John. John was our guide. I had a chat with this gentleman about his family's experience during the Korean War. To give you a brief background about the history, the Communist allies, China and the Soviet Russia, supported the North Korean attack on the democratic South. The US military intervened and pushed the North Korean army back up, almost to China. But China couldn't have that because it would threaten their security of their Communist Party. So the Communist Liberation Army pushed the South Koreans back down where the demilitarized zone is today. The Communist North and the Democratic South are technically still at war. We started here? 1 hour in. Now, before we get into the sad story, I would like to add a few seconds of humor on the trail. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so you were born in 1948, and that means when you were 2 years old.
Yeah, we have a Korean War.
Yeah.
North Korean invaded South Korea, and I was escaped to the south.
그러니까 아까부터 자기 뛰어 올라오는 것도 찍어달라고 그래서 찍었어.
So do you remember that?
뛰어 올라오는 거.
No, at the time I was too young to remember. But I was returned to Seoul, my home, 1954. 1 year later, after the Korean War finished, my mom brought me to the southern Korea and stayed there 1 year and returned to Seoul in 1954. From that time, I remembered everything.
I see.
2 years later, I entered the primary school. 1956. I grown up in Seoul.
Yeah. I can't believe you're 70 and still hiking around. That's cool. You're like my inspiration. When I'm 70, I want to do this. I still want to be strong, you know?
Thanks a lot. You can do that.
When you were 2 years old, though, during the war.
No. The middle part of Korea, let's say Chungcheong province.
So did your parents tell you about during that time? Like, did they?
Yeah. My mom she is already passed away. But when we lives together, she always talk to me
About that.
about that escape.
Wow, 3 years ago.
when she was 92.
Did any war happen in your town and you
Yeah.
had to hide and something like that?
Yep. Because my dad was a police, belongs to the police policeman. So he had to escape again alone.
Your dad?
Yeah, my dad. And my mom take care of me and my sisters and brings to the Chungcheong on foot.
아빠 돈 주면 되잖아.
It takes 12 hours.
On foot. Wow.
동영상을 저렇게 찍는 거. 그냥 우리 아빠가 사진기가 조그만데 엄청 선명하고 예쁘다. 미국 거라 그런가 보다.
한국도 더 좋아요.
미국 거라 그런가 봐요.
So did your mom encounter any danger while she was taking care of you?
You know, we cannot say that every moment was a risk and danger.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because the North Korean invade to the South Korea,
Yeah.
and our government moves to the last part of the Korean,
Yeah, the Busan.
Busan. So on the way, she cannot go back to the south.
Mm-hmm. She cannot go back to the south.
Yeah. As a woman, we have three families. My sister two, and myself, and my mom, and my grandmom.
Okay.
The 5 people moves to at the same time.
Yeah.
And on the middle part of Korea, she reaches there, and she bring us to the relatives' house, and we stay there 1 year. South Korean government, even they do not have any one tanks, they don't have nothing, just for rifles,
Oh my gee.
and they bring to the tanks.
Yeah. The communists were coming with tanks and air support
Yes, and some bombs.
and bombs.
So that 80% of the total economic systems was broken.
So what was 20%?
Just for farming,
Farming.
all the factories and some.
If the soldiers found you, or found people, or find a farmer, what would they do?
Just capturing and bring to the north part.
Oh, okay. So
So
they
ask them to join the northern armies.
Oh,
If they say no, then
Oh.
very simple.
yeah.
They catch it. Follow me. Otherwise, you will be dead.
I see. So everybody in Seoul had to join the army.
Escape or become army. Otherwise, they cannot survive.
Was it difficult to? Did your mom say it was difficult to leave Seoul because everybody was trying to leave at the same time, and it's very, very crowded.
At that time, for this Han River, they have only one bridge.
Yeah.
Close to the southern part.
Yeah,
Just one.
just one.
Can you imagine?
That bridge is gonna break.
Then after the Northern armies came down to Seoul, our government break the bridge. You know why?
Why?
They have to take time. The north part cannot cross the river.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it takes more time. It can delay the
Delay the-
soldiers.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Delay their invade to
Yeah, and delayed the invasion.
Mm.
So what did the North
So
do?
many people was died
Oh, on the top. Okay.
when they broke the.
Oh, wow.
bridge. So the many people, they carried the small boat to go down to the south.
Yeah.
But the Northern Army, they bring the tanks, so they have to delay that. Our government have to delay their invasion speed,
Yeah.
so they break the Han River.
I see. How did the South Korean government find out that you were being invaded? Like, how did the North Koreans just start coming in, and then the government said
in
alarms go off?
1950, June 25th, they coming down. Do you know how long does it take to reach the Seoul? Just 4 days from the north to the south.
4 days.
Just 4 days.
Why so long?
So, just 4 days. This is so long.
Yeah, we go there in a couple hours now.
Right.
We go to people visit
we-
DMZ.
Anyhow, we have our own armies. Huh? They are fighting each other, but we cannot compete there. The northern parts.
Right.
Just 4 days it's not a battle. Just kicking down. Huh?
Yeah. That's not fair. That's why the U.S. came to help.
They prepared everything. They got all the tanks and the trucks, everything from the Soviet Union, and they
Yeah.
prepared it in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Then they all of a sudden, in 1950, June 25th was a Sunday. So many Korean army, they go out for enjoy the holiday.
Oh no. Bad
That
timing.
time, they coming down. That's sad. A very cruel and sad history.
Yes.
Anyhow, stop. I'm not a politician.